Hi, Carrie. Hi, honey. Just me and you right now, dear. And if you saw the title, it's a different kind of live stream than we've been doing here of late. It's a serious one. How are you today, Carrie? Talk to me, baby. Talk to me. You saw the story? Hi, Bland. Good to see you. So far, everybody is me and you and Carrie. Y'all know I don't schedule ahead of time. Hi, Sherry. And I don't know how long it takes for notifications to go out. But those of you that are here so far can probably sense I have a bit of a somber attitude or mood. You're doing great, Carrie. You took the grandkids roller skating Friday night and they had a blast. Bob and I have been talking about going roller skating, but at my age, I'm afraid that, I might fall and break a hip. So, but what I was saying is you babies know I don't schedule ahead of time. I go live spontaneously. And this isn't a story of national interest. It's not especially trending. However, Carrie Bishop out in the Pacific Northwest has heard about it because Arkansas State Police and other authorities are searching for the suspect in a double homicide at Devil's Den State Park here in Arkansas. I wanted to come on and talk about it just a little bit. You can see I'm using my phone. Let me turn the air conditioner up so it'll go off. I'm sure that noise in the background is irritating to you. Hi, Kiki. Also, I am using my phone for the live stream because of what happened on the laptop the other day when we had an unstable signal and I felt that I could trust my phone. However, I do have the laptop right here with me so that I can read a couple of pieces to you regarding the double homicide here in Arkansas. I did forget to switch over to Wi-Fi on my phone, so we may be pixeling like all get out, and I'm just not aware of it. So, Carrie, honey, is the big video signal okay? And the air conditioner should shut off any moment now. Get an Ethernet cord and that will stabilize your Wi-Fi. Carrie, what do I plug? Thank you, Carrie, for letting me know the signal's good. But what do I plug the other end of the cord into? I mean, I know, wake up computer. I know that one end of the cord will go into my laptop. I don't know what to plug the other end into. All right, darlings. Well, there are 8 of us here, 9 including me. So what I'm going to do is read a couple of pieces, news pieces. I've already shared on the community tab 3 links to news pieces. And darlings, you might notice, generally speaking, when I share a news piece or breaking news or whatever on our community tab, there will be at least 3 links. Why? Because it gives the viewer 3 substantiating reports. I could give you 1 report, but how do we know somebody didn't make that stuff up? So, and one of my small moves of attempting to be responsible here on the tubes, I like to give at least 3 sources when it comes to something serious like this. So, because there are only a few of us here, what I'm going to do is ask you to share this live stream out. My regular viewers know that it is the very rare occasion that I ask you to like, to dislike, to share, to sub. Very unusual. But we have a suspect in a double homicide on the run. So we need to do the best we can, as responsibly as we can, to let the public know there's a murderer on the loose. Now, I don't know how it will work if I try to show you what I'm looking at. You know, the way we used to do with the desktop, me flipping the lens and showing you my screen. I'm just going to run with it the way it is. I'm not here to look like the smooth YouTuber. No bells and whistles. And no excuses. I will share links in the description below after I end the live stream of the articles that I will be looking at and reading to you. ABC News, New York Post. Okay. 23 minutes ago, the New York Times. I do not want to subscribe. Am I going to have to subscribe? All right, New York Times wants me to subscribe. Not going to let me get around it. All right. NBC News 14 hours ago. Couple slain while hiking with daughters in Arkansas State Park, police say, is the headline on NBC News. This couple had their 2 young daughters, ages 7 and 9, with them. The daughters are alive. They're with family. I have a lot of questions. This article is published July 27, 2025 at 7:09 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Credit for the article from NBC News goes to Dennis Romero and Juliet Arcodia. All right, I'm going to see if I can turn the lens around so that you guys can see this. I don't know how it's going to go, but we're going to see. Hey, you can kind of see it, can't you? All right, babies, this is the best I can do right now. So please hang in there with me. Please share. A man and a woman who had recently moved to Northwest Arkansas were apparently killed as they hiked in a state park with their school-age daughters, authorities said Sunday. Arkansas State Police identified the victims, as Clinton David Brink, 43, and Kristen Amanda Brink, 41. The agency said in a statement that the couple had recently moved to Prairie Grove from out of state. Facebook pages for each, verified by NBC News, say that they have lived in inland California and eastern Montana. Public records place them in Miles City, Montana. This is the couple that was murdered. See, let me take this off of here. As usual, my hands are shaking when I'm getting better, but my fingers are a little bit tacky and they're trying to stick. State police said the agency was notified of the double homicide in Devil's Den State Park shortly before 3 p.m. Saturday. That would be day before yesterday. The park is about 12 miles east of Prairie Grove and about 25 miles south of Fayetteville, Arkansas. Babies, I have been to Devil's Den State Park many, many times. For 19 years, I was an employee of the Arkansas Department of Parks and Tourism, with my home base at the Ozark Folk Center State Park. However, as an interpreter, I traveled to almost every single state park in our state. Quote, "We are heartbroken by today's horrific news from Devil's Den State Park and are in close contact with state police and the Department of Parks, Heritage, and Tourism as they work to apprehend the suspect," close quote, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders said Saturday evening on X. She said law enforcement will not rest until the killer is found and prosecuted. All right, looks like that's all we have on this one. I'm wanting to find one that I shared earlier. ABC News one day ago. Okay, this is one I've already shared on our community tab. Suspect on the run after killing couple hiking with their 2 kids at Arkansas Devil's Den State Park, police. All right, I'm going to try to play this video. Let's see, how do I? Oh, it is playing. Wait. Okay. Well, why don't I have audio? because it was muted.
Shirt, dark pants, a dark
Okay,
ball
let
cap
me,
with a
babies,
black
let me run it
backpack
back.
and fingerless gloves. They say he was last noon finding the couple dead. Finding the couple
Sorry,
dead.
I got it.
Two
Hang on.
daughters were injured. Authorities say the suspect is still on the run this morning. Finding the couple dead.
Oh my goodness, I don't want to hear that
Injured.
again. Sorry,
This
babies.
morning, the manhunt for the suspect accused of murdering a couple. Fayetteville, Arkansas.
I'm trying to get this. Hang on, babies. I'll get it. Hang on for me. I was trying to get that.
When police say they were attacked, Arkansas State Police alerted to the walking trail Saturday afternoon. The manhunt for the suspect accused of murdering a couple on a popular hiking trail outside of Fayetteville, Arkansas. Clinton and Kristen Brink were hiking with their two young daughters at Devil's Den State Park when police say they were attacked. Arkansas State Police alerted to the walking trail Saturday afternoon, finding the couple dead. Their two daughters weren't injured. Authorities say the suspect is still on the run this morning.
Yeah, we're looking for a white male suspect wearing black gloves, sunglasses.
Arkansas State. A white man with a medium build wearing a long sleeve shirt, dark pants, a dark ball cap with a black backpack, and fingerless.
Okay, I finally figured out how to pause it. I am so sorry. Thank you for being patient with me. I will continue practicing with this little pad on this new laptop. I'm a bit embarrassed that I couldn't quite figure out how to do things here, but we're going to move on. We're going to go on. Okay, description of suspect. White male with medium build, wearing a long sleeve shirt, dark pants, dark ball cap with a black backpack and fingerless gloves. Now, we want to remember this is 2 days ago. This man is likely not going to be wearing the same thing, but this is the description put out by authorities, so we need to look at it.
Gloves. They say he was last seen driving toward the park exit in a black four-door sedan, possibly a Mazda.
Okay, a black four-door sedan, possibly a Mazda.
With a license plate covered by electrical or duct tape.
With a license plate covered with electrical or duct tape. The license plate was purposefully obscured. The daughters, who are ages 7 and 9, were not harmed. That is all the information we have on the children. Other than that, they are with family members at this time. By the way, the family is asking for privacy and to be left alone while they adjust to the new reality. So at this point, we don't know if these two little girls witnessed what happened. We know what the suspect was driving, wearing, possibly due to surveillance cameras in the park. So at this point, we have no idea how much information came from the two children themselves or what they may have witnessed.
Investigators are asking park visitors to check their cell phone photos and videos for possible images of the suspect.
Okay, I doubt that many, if any, of my viewers are in Arkansas. Or if you are in Arkansas, if you are anywhere near Devil's Den State Park. But if you happen to have been anywhere in that area on Saturday, please check your cell phones to see if you may have captured an image of something important. And if you did, see something, say something.
Devil's Den is a popular hiking and camping destination with thousands of visitors each year. As of now, all trails are closed indefinitely as Arkansas State Police increase their presence. The couple daughters are now with family members, releasing a statement saying in part, Clinton and Kristen died heroes, protecting their little girls, and they deserve justice. They will forever.
I find that statement interesting, and I have nothing to connect it to. Clinton and Kristen, the victims, died heroes protecting their little girls, and they deserve justice. They will forever live on in all of our hearts. I beg your pardon. The source of that statement is the Brink and Osgood's family. They died protecting their little girls. We have to remember this is an open, active, and very, very serious investigation, and so speculation, at least on my part, will be kept to a complete, will be kept to a minimum. Obscured license plate, children unharmed. Feels targeted. I'll just say that. Feels like they were a specific target. I beg your pardon. We have been heavily pollinated here, and my husband and I both are struggling with it. So I apologize for the throat clearing. Going on with ABC News. A married couple was found dead on a walking trail in Devil's Den State Park on Saturday afternoon, Arkansas State Police said, adding that a suspect is being sought and the deaths are being investigated as a potential double homicide. State police identified the victims on Sunday as 43-year-old Clinton David Brink and his 41-year-old wife, Kristen Amanda Brink. In a statement issued on Sunday, the Arkansas State Police said the couple was killed while out hiking with their two daughters, ages 7 and 9, who were not injured in the incident. This is just one image of Devil's Den State Park. The caption reads, Arkansas State Police have launched a double homicide investigation after the bodies of a married couple was found July 26, 2025, dead on a trail in Arkansas Devil's Den State Park, which is pictured in this undated photo, which is provided by Getty Images. I, as well, on our community tab this morning, have provided 2 images from the park in an effort to share with you how remote and vast it is, and the speculation category. I don't know. It's like he knew where they were. I mean, if you get to Devil's Den State Park, you're pretty much there on purpose, unless you're lost. The Brinks children are safe and in the custody of relatives, according to police. Quote, the family is asking for privacy during this very difficult time as they grieve and learn how to navigate this new reality. They ask that if anyone has any information at all that will help in the investigation, to please contact the proper authorities immediately. Clinton and Kristen died heroes protecting their little girls, and they deserve justice. Y'all, I really want to know why that's being said. They will forever live on in all of our hearts, close quote. And that is a statement released from the Brink and Osgood's family. Quote, we are using all available resources to apprehend this suspect and bring him to justice, Colonel Mike Hagar of the Arkansas State Police said in a statement released on Sunday. investigators have not commented on the manner and circumstances of the couple's death. Well, now wait, I'm hesitant to correct ABC News. Cause of death, manner of death. The manner of death is homicide or suspected homicide. It's the cause of death. Or am I getting those two reversed? Okay, going on. But said they have launched a double homicide investigation and are asking for the public's help in identifying the suspect. And that's why I'm live doing this right now. We have a murderer on the loose in Arkansas. In an updated statement released on Sunday afternoon, Arkansas State Police said they now believe the suspect is a white man with a medium build and wearing dark pants, a dark ball cap, and sunglasses. The man was also wearing a long sleeve shirt with the sleeves rolled up. Police initially said the suspect was wearing a tank top. Now, babies, those of you, many of you who, like me, are into true crime, we know that in the initial stages, and of course, I really know this as a former television news director. In the first hours of any investigation, the details, it's like how in the Summer Wells case, there were 6 different descriptions of what Summer was wearing when she disappeared, okay? There can be misreports and misleading reports, not that people are attempting on purpose to mislead or misinform. I beg your pardon. It's just that's often, more often than not, very early on in an active investigation, there will be varying reports. Okay, so this isn't unusual that police initially said the suspect was wearing a tank top. Now, why they thought that, we don't know. But I just want to remind you that's not unusual. All right, the suspect was also carrying a black backpack and wearing fingerless gloves or weightlifting type gloves, according to police. He was last seen driving toward a park exit in a black 4-door sedan. The suspect may be driving a Mazda with a license plate covered by electrical or duct tape, police said. The car may have been traveling on State Highway 170 or State Highway 220 near the park. Okay, let's say that again. The car may have been traveling a dark, or actually black, a black 4-door sedan that may be a Mazda and may still have the license plate obscured by some type of tape. May have been traveling on Arkansas State Highway 170 or State Highway 220 near Devil's Den State Park. Police were called to the park at about 2:40 p.m. on Saturday, according to the police statement. The bodies of the victims were taken to the Arkansas State Crime Lab, where autopsies are scheduled to be conducted to determine the exact cause of the deaths, police said. Now, see, that's what I was saying about cause and manner of death. Babies, it's not the same thing. The cause would be a firearm, a blunt object, strangulation, you know, what caused that person to no longer be alive, literally. Manner is homicide, suicide, accident. Okay, I know you guys know that, but just to reiterate. So, y'all, okay, let me just go on reading this, and then I'll talk to you for a few minutes, and then we're going to say goodbye because I need to get it. Oh, did somebody super chat me? Babies, I'm so sorry. I'm not looking at the lens. I'm looking here. I'm not looking up here. And I just noticed there's $2 and hey, go back into focus. Hey. Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry that I didn't see it, but there's $2.67 on my little thing up here. Thank you. Now let's go on with the article. I wish I could get it a little better for you. That might be a little better. Investigators are asking those who visited the park on Saturday to check cell phone photos and videos or GoPro camera footage for images of the suspect, according to the police statement. Police are also requesting residents of the area surrounding the park to check their home security camera footage and notify investigators if they notice anything or anyone suspicious. No kitty. Anyone with images of the possible suspect, information about the suspect, or knows his whereabouts is asked to call the Arkansas State Police Troop L at 479-751-6663. Let me repeat that. Information about the suspect, if you have any images of the possible suspect or know his whereabouts, you are asked to call the Arkansas State Police Troop L at phone number 479-751-6663. Oops. Investigators urge anyone with photos or video to not post footage on social media. Thank you, Arkansas State Police. Thank you, Arkansas Department of Parks and Tourism. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do not post footage, videos, or photos on social media, as this may inadvertently jeopardize the investigation, police said in Sunday's statement. Do you feel my irkism rising right now? I talk about stuff like this. I have spoken a number of times about stuff like this regarding the platform that we are on right now, along with Facebook, X, Instagram, whatever other. I'm trying not to cuss. I don't care what the fucking social media platform is. If you have any potential information in any crime, the last motherfucking place you need to put it is on motherfucking social media. Why? Because it can jeopardize the fucking case, people. That's why. I'm sorry, I lost my temper. I apologize. I just get so frustrated with this shit. YouTube is not the place for breaking news, breaking stories. We are not news media. Not even Bullhorn Betty with her fake self-printed press pass. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your past is. I don't care what your credentials, your qualifications, or your educational background, your social standing, or your economic influence. If you are a YouTuber, you're not a fucking news reporter, and you are being completely irresponsible if you jump on this app and think you have fucking breaking news. You don't. You're just grabbing onto something that is trending, wanting to make money off of it. Give me a fucking break. I'm so sick of you motherfuckers. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders released a statement on social media saying her office was in close contact with law enforcement and park authorities investigating the deaths. By the way, y'all, when they refer to park authorities, all Arkansas state parks have security, human security, who go to police training. And in the majority of our state parks, at least during the daylight and open hours, there is an armed, trained officer of the law, the state of Arkansas. I need to calm down. Quote, we are praying for the family. This is the statement, or a portion of the statement from our Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Quote, we are praying for the family and friends of the victims and know that law enforcement will not rest until the perpetrator is brought to justice, she said. So, the other articles that I have scanned and perused, basically all have the same information, darlings. U.S. News, Arkansas police searching for murderer who killed couple at Devil's Den. Cops didn't alert public of double homicide for 6 hours. The desperate hunt for the murderer who killed a married couple in front of their young daughters. In front of their young daughters. Well, as you can tell by my reaction, I had not read this article. I guess we know now how law enforcement received the information that he was wearing a long-sleeved shirt with the sleeves rolled up. I assumed it would appear that the 7 and 9-year-old daughters of the murdered couple would be the ones who gave the description of the assailant. Oh my God. The desperate hunt for the murderer who killed a married couple in front of their young daughters at Devil's Den State Park in Arkansas was stepped up Monday. That's today. As cops also scrambled to justify taking 6 hours to alert the public that a double killer was on the run. Calls first came in at 2:30 p.m. that there was a potential assault in the eerily named state park, with first responders then hearing screams, according to 5 News. By the time they caught up to the family, it was too late, and parents Clinton David Brink, 43, and Kristen Amanda Brink, 41, were found dead, officials said. Oh, my word, y'all. Oh. This is the murdered couple. I'm still here, babies. I'm still here. Oh. Clinton and Kristen Brink. Here's another image of a location within the park. Police describe the park as remote and rural area where the terrain is rugged, vegetation is thick, and there is no cell phone service. That's true. Right here it says they were attacked in front of their two daughters, ages 7 and 9, who were found safe and uninjured nearby. Police did not elaborate on how or when the couple was killed. Reporters received tips of a massive police presence in the area at 4:30 p.m., but were told to leave the area and given no info, 5 News said. The couple again. Clinton Kristen Brink. It was not until 8:40 p.m., roughly 6 hours after the initial call, that Arkansas State Police released the first warning that a massive manhunt was underway. The outlet noted, "Oh my God, now I'm getting pissed off again. You mean to tell me the delay was blamed on how the terrain is rugged, vegetation is thick, and there is no cell phone service?" What? What kind of lame-ass excuse is that, Arkansas State Police? What the fuck? God, if that... I'm here, y'all. I'm just keeping I'm keeping my lips zipped for a minute. I had not read this article. I had read and looked at others, and I'm getting really pissed off right now. I can't get it to advance for me. I don't know why. Freaking ads drive me insane. The location is in remote rural Arkansas. Yeah, it is. Kitty, hang on. I got a kitty trying to get hold of a chicken breast over here that I'm thawing out for supper. And I'm fixing to get a newspaper and whack her ass with it if she doesn't cut it out. I'm not in the mood for it. The location is in remote rural Arkansas. Yeah, it is. An ASP, Arkansas State Police spokesperson, told 5 News. It took time for our special agents to arrive on scene, locate witnesses, conduct interviews, and collaborate information, so we released the appropriate information. Oh, really? And then you still initially released that he was wearing a fucking tank top instead of a long sleeve shirt with the sleeves rolled up? Is that right? Police issued an updated description of the suspect on Sunday and said he was last seen wearing a long sleeve shirt with the sleeves rolled up rather than a tank top as initially reported. These must be the two little girls with their dad. Suspect is described as having, okay, we already know what he's, all right, in this one they're saying a red baseball cap. This one says that he was seen driving into the park in the black four-door sedan, possibly a Mazda, with its license plate covered by tape, where the other one said that he was seen driving out of the park. Y'all see what I mean about initial reports being... I'm telling you what, when I was a television news director and reporter and anchor person, it's not easy to be a news reporter and to be responsible and accurate, especially in the very beginning hours. David and Kristen. All right, babies, how long we been on here? Basically, darlings, there's nothing else at this time. Arkansas State Police, you waited for 6 hours to notify the public. You gave this man quite a head start. Rhetorical question. What kind of a man murders a couple in front of their children? What is going to be the lasting impact of that trauma for the two little ones? My mind is a whirlpool right now of thoughts, feelings, concerns, tiny dab of worry. Not for myself. Concern I feel is for anybody that might encounter this man. I keep doing that because in my mind I'm doing a lot of speculating. It would be inappropriate for me to say the things I'm thinking out loud right now, other than what I've already shared. Obscured license plate. Children left alive. And a target. 2 targets. Why? They had just moved here to Arkansas. Did somebody from somewhere else follow them here, find them here, and take their lives here for some unknown motive at this time? I'm grateful that the children were not harmed physically. but they were definitely harmed in a manner that will affect them for the rest of their lives. So, babies, if you're the praying kind, there are 2 little girls out there in the world, here in Arkansas most likely, right now that could use some prayer. If you're not the praying kind, that's okay. You can generate and send some really good vibes out into the universe on their behalf. The family of the Brinks, the Osgoods, will be needing prayer as well, uplifting, to be comforted and to give them strength to face the days ahead, the weeks ahead, the months ahead, the years ahead. Also, pray for law enforcement, that they will find this man, that he will be effectively and efficiently brought to justice. Not only for what he allegedly has done to the Brinks, but if you would murder 2 people in front of 2 children and leave the children to tell the tale, what else might you do? Are you a hitman from afar? Or did you just have some sort of personal vendetta against this couple? Well, before we say goodbye, while most of the folks on this app are over watching some bullshit, some drama, and a bunch of other shit that doesn't really make any difference to anybody but a bunch of fucking YouTubers. We'll close this out with our little teeny audience over here who's not so much into all that shit. We'll close it out with a short reading. From Getting the Most Out of Life, an anthology published in 1946 by the Reader's Digest. And today, we're going to read How to Win an Argument, according to Benjamin Franklin. How to win an argument. The way to convince another is to state your case moderately and accurately. Then scratch your head or shake it a little and say that is the way it seems to you, but that of course you may be mistaken about it, which causes your listener to receive what you have to say and, as like as not, turn about and try to convince you of it, since you are in doubt. But if you go at him in a tone of positiveness and arrogance, you only make an opponent of him. State your case moderately and accurately. And shake your head. Scratch your head. Say, I don't know, of course I could be wrong. And that person will more than likely turn and attempt to convince you that you are right. Even on motherfucking YouTube. So that's it, guys. I don't even have a song in my head today. I've been looking at this business and thinking of those two little girls, and it just doesn't. So we'll do this to say goodbye. Precious Lord, take my hand and lead me on. Help me stand. I am tired. I am weak. I am worn through the dark, through the night. Lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, and lead me home. Babies, you don't have to go home, but you need to get out of here, because I've got some housework to do and a rescued dog to walk. So thank you all for being here. Please share this out. If you don't share the live stream, maybe share the community post with the articles. Let people know there's a killer on the loose in the state of Arkansas. And two little girls orphaned by the murderer. I love you guys. We'll be upbeat on the next live stream. Okay? Love you. Now. Take my